University Challenge. Asking the questions, more Virgin.
Hello and welcome to University Challenge. We're still in the first round of this year's competition and hoping to make a winning start to their series campaigns. Tonight are a pair of postgraduate colleges, one of which is appearing on this programme for the first time. Only a win will guarantee them a place in round two, but a losing score of 150 will keep them in sight of a repechage spot, at least for now. Green Templeton is one of Oxford's newest colleges, formed in 2008 through a merger between two existing colleges called, unsurprisingly, Green and Templeton. Those colleges specialise respectively in health and social science and management studies, and these remain the specialisms of Green Templeton today. The college's notable alumni include the nurse Anne-Marie Rafferty and the paediatrician Al Ainsley Green, while its notable buildings include the beautiful Grade 1 listed Radcliffe Observatory, which sits at the heart of the college and contains its common room. Let's meet our first ever team representing Green Templeton College in Oxford.
Hi, my name is Will Owens. I'm from Hereford and I'm studying for a PhD in engineering.
Hi, I'm Annie Roberts. I'm from London, though originally Australian, and I'm studying medicine.
And their captain.
Hi, my name is Yusuf Emre Shahin. I'm from Istanbul, Turkey, and I'm studying for an MSc in Comparative Social Policy.
Hi, my name is Fiona Sokocita. I'm from Jakarta, Indonesia, and I'm studying for a PhD in anthropology.
Darwin College is Cambridge's largest and oldest graduate-only college, founded in 1964. Since then, its students have included the embryologist Ian Wilmot and the art historian Deborah Swallow. The college lies right on the banks of the River Cam. Its grounds include two riverine islands and several buildings formerly owned by the Darwin family, hence the college's name. Only 3 teams from Darwin have previously appeared on this programme, but 2 of them reached the semi-finals. And this year's team have already displayed more commitment than most by forming themselves into a band called the Perfect Bonuses. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Lewis Strachan. I'm from North Lanarkshire and I'm doing a PhD in parasite biology.
Hello, I'm Ruth Newberg-Hurtig. I'm from Cork in Ireland and I'm studying education.
And their captain.
Hello, I'm Louis Cameron. I'm from London and I'm doing a PhD in English.
Hi, my name is Jonathan White. I'm from Buckinghamshire. I'm studying for a PhD in geography.
Well, it's very nice to see you all. Welcome, and welcome for the first time to Green Templeton on this programme. Shall we begin? Let's do it. Fingers on buzzers. Here's your first start for 10. Good luck. The following words of the critic Brian Aldiss refer to which novel? Quote, "In the year it was published, the early steam locomotives were chuffing along their metal tracks, the iron foundries going full blast. Galvani's followers and Humphrey Davy were experimenting with electricity. So much has been done," exclaimed the soul of its title character. "More, far more will I achieve." The novel is the first discussed at length in Aldiss's 1973 history of science fiction.
Darwin Strachan.
Frankenstein?
It is Frankenstein, yes, well done. Your bonus is then, Darwin, on a film. The 2010 Sam Wasson book, 5th Avenue, 5 a.m., is partly an account of the making of what 1961 film? Henry Mancini and Johnny Mercer won the Academy Award for Best Song for Moon River, which features on the soundtrack.
What is
Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yeah.
Breakfast at Tiffany's? Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yes. Paul Varjak, the struggling writer who is Holly Golightly's love interest in Breakfast at Tiffany's, was played by which actor? He would go on to play Colonel John Hannibal Smith in the television series The A-Team.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I know that either. Any ideas there? Can probably pass that.
Pass.
It was George Peppard. Which French fashion designer created the black satin dress worn by Audrey Hepburn with opera gloves and pearls in the opening scenes of Breakfast at Tiffany's?
This is Givenchy.
Givenchy.
Givenchy?
It was indeed, yes. Let's start the question. Which real-life figure is played by Montgomery Clift in the 1962 film The Secret Passion, directed by John Huston and partially written by Jean-Paul Sartre? This figure is played by Alan Arkin in the 1976 film The 7% Solution, in which he treats Sherlock Holmes. And the 2011 David Cronenberg film A Dangerous Method fictionalises his treatment of Sabina Spielrein with his colleague Carl Jung.
Darwin Cameron.
Freud.
Yes, it is Freud. Your bonuses, Darwin, are on the Portuguese Restoration War that deposed the Spanish House of Habsburg from the throne of Portugal. The war was triggered by the declaration of John IV as King of Portugal on 1st December 1640. John was of which royal house? to which the subsequent monarchs of Portugal and later Brazil belonged. The name comes from that of a city located around 170 kilometres northeast of Porto.
So what is this, like Avarua or something like that? Avarua?
Do we have anything else?
Yeah.
Nominate White.
Avarua?
No, it's Braganza. The plot to install John as king took advantage of the Spanish crown's forces being occupied fighting in both the 30 Years' War and the Reapers' War in which principality? Its conclusion would see the county of Roussillon transferred to the Kingdom of France.
I was just like Andorra or something like that.
I think it's Navarre.
Navarre.
No, actually, no, I'm not sure about that.
That's closer to France, I think. So.
Do we have anything else? Navarre.
No, it's Catalonia. The 1668 Treaty of Lisbon, which followed the end of the Restoration War, saw Habsburg Spain relinquish its claim to Portugal, but also saw Portugal cede which city on the north coast of Africa to Spain?
Well, I mean, there's two that are still Spanish, Equator and Melilla, but I don't know if that's
Do you have a preference?
right. Equator, I need to try Equator because that's still Spanish.
Equator.
Yeah.
Equator.
I need you to spell that.
I think it's C-U-E-T-A.
I'm so sorry, I can't accept that because it's actually C-E-U-T-A. You're clearly thinking of the right place, but it's Ceuta. Bad luck. Right, now start the question. Fingers on buzzers. What specific type of performer links the titles of all of the following? A 1963 novel by Nobel laureate Heinrich Böll, a notorious unreleased Holocaust film of 1972 co-written by, directed by and starring...
Darwin Cameron.
Clown.
Clown is correct, well done. Your bonuses, Darwin, are 3 questions on sex chromosomes. In placental mammals, one of the 2 X chromosomes in each cell of a female is randomly inactivated during development. This process is sometimes named after which English geneticist, the first person to describe X inactivation?
Any ideas, Lewis?
I don't know, I just call it activation.
Could this be
McIntyre.
Weissman?
Weissman?
Wait, what did he say a country?
English.
I don't think I know.
Come on.
Try Weissman.
Weissman.
No, it's Mary Frances Lyon. X inactivation is only one method of dealing with the asymmetry of sex chromosomes. Some species instead halve the expression of genes from both female X chromosomes, while others double that of the single X chromosome in males. What 2-word term refers to these methods collectively?
Like biallelic expression?
Nominate Strachan.
Biallelic expression?
No, it's dosage compensation. Finally, some species such as sea turtles have no sex chromosomes, but instead have the sex of offspring determined by what environmental factor? In practice, this means that eggs buried deeper in the sand will hatch males, while shallower eggs will hatch females.
Temperature.
Temperature.
Correct. Let's start the questions. The picture round now. And for your picture starter, you're going to see a list of movements in a symphonic work. For 10 points, I need its composer.
Green Templeton Roberts.
Mozart.
No. Anyone for Darwin, you may not confer. Everyone else?
Darwin White.
Rossini.
No, it's Ottorino Respighi. We'll take your picture bonuses in a moment. Now start the question. In the 1880s, studies carried out by the naval physician Takaaki Kadahiro were an important precursor to the discovery of which vitamin? Takaaki determined that sailors' unvaried diet of polished...
Darwin White.
Vitamin C.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. You can hear more of the question, but you may not confer, Green Templeton. Unvaried diet of polished white rice was the cause of widespread illness, often with neurological symptoms, in a syndrome now known in English as beriberi.
Green Templeton Roberts.
Thiamine.
Yes, or vitamin B1. Yes, well done. For your picture bonuses then, Green Templeton, for your picture starter, you saw a list of movements from Respighi's tone poem, The Pines of Rome. For your bonuses, 3 more lists of movements from tone poems in the language of their composer. In each case, I need you to identify the composer. First, the composer of this 1896 piece.
Strauss.
Anyone? Any other guesses?
He's Austrian. Oh, Strauss.
Do I say
Well,
Austrian?
that could still be.
Strauss.
Yes, Richard Strauss. Also sprach Zarathustra. Secondly, the composer of this 1932 piece.
American.
1932, British.
Vaughan Williams.
Nominate Asuka Chita.
Vaughan Williams.
No, it's Florence Price, Ethiopia's Shadow in America. Lastly, the composer of this piece, which premiered in 1882.
That's Czech.
Is this Dvorak?
That's Czech. Dvorak.
Bad luck is Smetana with My Fatherland. Let's start the question. Likely born sometime in the 1160s, Berta Ugin, or Lady Berta, was the wife of which medieval ruler? She was the mother of 4 of his sons named Jochi, Chagatai, Urgade and Tolui, and through the youngest of these, the grandmother of the first emperor of the Chinese Yuan dynasty, Kublai.
Darwin Cameron.
Genghis Khan.
It is Genghis Khan. Well done. 3 bonuses for you, Darwin, on the art of the New York City subway system. Taking inspiration from Buck Rogers' comic strips, sci-fi aesthetics, and the Ben Day dot printing technique, which American artist designed the large mural located at the Times Square 42nd Street station?
Roy Lichtenstein. Roy Lichtenstein.
Yes. The bold geometric tile murals at Astor Place station were designed by which graphic designer who also designed the I Heart New York logo?
It's so famous.
Is it Keith? I mean, I was thinking that before, so I don't think you did the other.
No, I don't think it is Keith Haring, but I don't
Do we
think...
have anything else?
No, it's really famous.
Keith Haring.
No, that's Milton Glaser. I lived in Egypt, I stayed in Egypt, and I was among brothers, and I felt the spirit of brotherhood. Which 20th century civil rights leader said those words, appearing in a mosaic mural at Central Park North 110th Street station designed by Myron Hassinger?
So, I mean, it could be like Malcolm X or...
Do we have anything
No, I
else?
don't think it's really...
Martin Luther King.
Bad luck, it was Malcolm X. Bad luck, John. Now let's start the question. Which close friend and fellow artist did Edgar Degas depict leaning forward in a chair, holding what appeared to be carte de visite, or small photographs, in a work now in the collection of the Smithsonian's Portrait Gallery? Degas also produced several prints of this artist's viewing works in the Louvre Museum, and she was the model for his 1882 work at the Milliners.
Darwin Cameron.
Mary Cassatt.
It is indeed, well done. Your bonuses then are 3 questions, Darwin, on game theory. In his 1984 book, The Evolution of Cooperation, Robert Axelrod described organising a tournament for the iterated version of what thought experiment, where 2 agents can choose whether to cooperate or defect without communicating?
It's the prisoner's dilemma,
The Prisoner's Dilemma.
Correct. Anatole Rappaport won Axelrod's first Prisoner's Dilemma tournament by developing what strategy with a short and often hyphenated name in which a player initially cooperates, then only replicates the opponent's previous action?
It's just like a chameleon or something like that.
Like it's hyphenated and short, like flip-flop or something like that.
Flip-flop is a good idea, yeah. Don't mind that.
Flip-flop.
No, it's tit for tat.
Oh, okay.
Finally, Richard Dawkins' The Selfish Gene discusses how tit for tat behaves as an ESS for the prisoner's dilemma, using a concept developed by John Maynard Smith. If the final S stands for strategy, for what do the first 2 letters ES stand?
Sexual, maybe? Sexual? It's a selfish gene, it's about reproduction.
Like
evolutionary selection.
evolutionary selection or something.
Strategy, selection strategy.
Selection's a good word.
Evolutionary selection.
Evolutionary selection.
Evolutionary selection strategy.
No, it's evolutionarily stable. Let's start the question. What 7-letter word refers to a genre of music that appears in the titles of 2 albums by the electronic artist Aphex Twin, as well as a series of 4 albums of the late 1970s?
Green Templeton Owens.
Ambient.
Well done, it is indeed. Your bonuses, Green Templeton, are on plants in the family Poaceae, one of the largest and most cultivated plant families. In each case, I want the name of the plant of that family that features in the English title of the work described. First, a film directed by Ken Loach, starring Cillian Murphy and Podrick Delaney as brothers who joined the Irish Republican Army. It won the Palme d'Or at the 2006 Cannes Film Festival.
Bali.
Yes. Secondly, a Chinese language novel by the Nobel laureate Mo Yan, which follows a family across 3 generations in 20th century Shandong province, chronicling their struggles through the Second Sino-Japanese War and the Cultural Revolution.
Any guesses?
I think this is like a flower of some sort.
Flower of some sort? Lotus? It's not in the same thing though, rice? Could it be? It needs to be in the same family. Rice.
No, it's sorghum. Finally, a large oil painting by Edouard Manet, now in the Musée d'Orsay. It caused scandal when exhibited at the 1863 Salon des Refugiés for its depiction of a female nude and a woman in a shift alongside 2 fully clothed males.
In grains? Oat? Oat? Oat.
No, it's grass. There's a luncheon on the grass. Music round. And for your music starter, you're going to hear a piece of music from the 1960s. For 10 points, I need you to give me the name of the artist you hear performing.
All the sisters of mercy, they are not departed or gone.
Green Templeton know it.
Is it Bob Dylan?
No, you can hear a bit more, but you may not confer.
They were waiting for me when I thought that I just can't go on.
Darwin neither hurtig.
Leonard Cohen.
It is Leonard Cohen, of course, the unmistakable. For your music starter, you heard Leonard Cohen's Sisters of Mercy, from which the British rock band took their name. For your bonuses, Darwin, 3 more songs which inspired the names of notable musical artists or bands. Again, in each case, it's the name of the artist performing that I want. First, this artist.
Yeah.
Wait, who was it?
Bon Iver.
Yeah, that song was called Flume, which inspired the Australian DJ of the same name. Secondly...
Madness.
Oh, is this like the special?
They call it madness.
It's not, no.
Any idea?
Madness.
It's madness or this better was like madness.
Do you want to say special?
Specials.
The Specials.
No, that's Prince Buster. That was Madness, which inspired the British band of the same name, who later wrote The Prince in honour of the great Buster. And lastly...
Soon you'll grow, so take a chance.
Yeah, it is.
With a couple of cooks hung up on romancing.
It must be.
Even I'm sure.
I think it is.
The Kinks.
It's David Bowie.
I'm so sorry.
From which the Kooks derived their name. Now start the question. Which 3 letters appear at the start of the names of the following languages? A Romani language, largely spoken in Germany. One of the official languages of the province of Pakistan, of which Karachi is the capital. And the most widely spoken language...
Green Templeton Shahin.
S-I-N.
Yes, the languages are Sinti and Sindhi. And we were going to go on to mention Sinhala from Sri Lanka. Your bonuses then, Green Templeton, are on The Beach Boys after the release of Pet Sounds. Which album, intended to be a follow-up to Pet Sounds, was shelved in mid-1967 amidst concerns about sales and Brian Wilson's deteriorating mental health? Recordings of the sessions for this album would be released officially in 2011.
I don't know. I only know
Any
Pet
ideas?
Sounds.
Any guesses?
Yes, Good Vibrations, it's the name of the single.
Good Vibrations. Good Vibrations.
No, it's Smile. After working with Tony Asher on Pet Sounds, Brian Wilson enlisted the help of which musician and lyricist? This musician's own album, Song Cycle, would be released the same year as the shelving of Smile.
Is it Phil Spector?
Nominate Roberts.
Phil Spector?
No, it's Van Dyke Parks. The first single to be released after those from Pet Sounds was Witch Track of 1966, described by Brian Wilson as a pocket symphony and notably featuring an electro theremin.
Yeah.
Vibrations. Good Vibrations. Good Vibrations.
It is indeed, yes. Its past winners, including Letitia Chitty and Henry Bessemer, the gold medal awarded annually by the Institute of Civil Engineers for Best Research Paper is named after which man, following a bequest made on his death in 1834. The medal itself bears a portrait of him on one side and one of his projects, the Menai Strait Bridge, on the other.
Darwin White.
Brunel.
No, you may not prefer.
Green Templeton know it.
Telford?
It is Thomas Telford, yes. Your bonuses are on notable alumni of France's École des Ponts et Chaussées, or School of Bridges and Roads. Name each from the description. First, a mathematician and civil engineer born in Dijon in 1785. He's noted both as a bridge designer and for his work on fluid dynamics, which includes a set of equations named after both him and George Stokes.
Navia.
Nominate Owens.
Navia.
Well done. Secondly, an engineer and physicist born in Normandy in 1788, known particularly for his work in optics. He helped establish the validity of the wave theory of light and gives his name to a type of compound lens used particularly in lighthouses.
Nominate Owens.
Fresnel.
Yes, Augustin Jean Fresnel. Finally, a physicist born in Paris in 1852. He shared the 1903 Nobel Prize in Physics with Marie and Pierre Curie for his discovery of spontaneous radioactivity, and the SI unit of radioactivity is named after him.
Nominate Owens.
Becquerel.
Well done. Let's start the question. What name is shared in English by the historical region of Europe spanning modern southeastern Poland and western Ukraine?
Green Templeton Shine.
Galicia.
It is indeed. Well done. Your bonuses are 3 questions on the story of Little Red Riding Hood. The Werewolf and the Company of Wolves retell the story of Little Red Riding Hood in which British author's 1979 collection, The Bloody Chamber?
Is it Roald Dahl? I think it's he did some really dark children's stories. I feel like it might be him.
Roald Dahl.
Roald Dahl, yeah.
Roald Dahl.
That was Angela Carter. A mother dressed in red sits on a chair with a wolf pelt around her neck in the last of a 2003 series of coloured pastels by which artist, who was based in Britain from the 1970s until her death in 2022?
Any guesses?
I don't know.
It's too bourgeois.
It's not Louise Bourgeois, is it?
No.
Any other guesses?
Just pass it, I don't know.
Pass.
I'll tell you, that was Paula Rago. Little Red Cap emerges aware and empowered from her encounter with the wolf in the first poem of the 1999 collection, The World's Wife, by which poet?
1999. Carol Ann Duffy. I don't know.
Guesses?
It could be Carol Ann Duffy.
Nominate Owens.
Carol Ann Duffy.
Yes, scores level. Let's start the question. Which philosopher's works include a 1951 essay on the philosophy of architecture titled Building, Dwelling, Thinking? It belongs to his later period, referred to by commentators as the Turn, in which his outlook changed from that of earlier works such as Kant and the Problem of Metaphysics and Being and Time.
Darwin Cameron.
Heidegger.
It is Heidegger, yes. Your bonuses, Darwin, are on installations by Yayoi Kusama. Consisting of hundreds of small lights suspended in a mirrored room, a 2005 installation is titled You Who Are Getting Obliterated in the Dancing Swarm of... what type of insect?
Fireflies, maybe.
Fireflies good for me.
I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah.
So we have nothing else. Fireflies.
Yes. A 2011 installation has the title With All My Love for what plant? I Pray Forever. A member of the lily family with colourful flowers, they are also depicted in outdoor sculptures by Kusama in Beverly Hills and Lille.
Orchid, maybe, or something like that.
I don't know. I feel like it's like a pumpkin or an aubergine. I feel she does that sort of thing.
Okay, well,
I mean, I'm not sure.
with a lily. Probably.
Pumpkin.
There's tulips. Complete the title of this 2016 installation. All the eternal love I have for which vegetable? A recurring motif in Kusama's work. The answer I need is a common name applied to a number of varieties of winter squash.
Probably pumpkin then.
Winter squash.
Pumpkin.
Yeah. Now let's start the question. Picture round. Your picture starter, you're going to see an illustration of a literary work. For 10 points, I need you to name that work's author.
Darwin Cameron.
I'm afraid if you buzz, you're
Dante.
going to answer straight away. Anyone from Green Templeton?
Green Templeton Owens.
Milton.
No, bad luck, Louis. It was Dante, as you knew, but I'm sorry you took too long. If you buzz on the starter, we've got to get an answer straight away. Right, now let's start the question. During early pregnancy, which steroid hormone is produced by the corpus luteum before the development of the placenta? It plays several key roles, including preventing embryo rejection and suppressing uterine contractions.
Green Templeton Roberts.
Progesterone.
It is indeed. For your picture bonuses then, Green Templeton, for your picture starter, you saw Gustave Doré's illustration of Dante's encounter with Francesca da Rimini from Canto 5 of the Inferno. For your bonuses, you're going to see 3 more illustrations of the same scene by British artists. From here, I want the name of the artist in each case. First, this artist.
Any guesses?
Oh, okay, so, try Rossetti.
Rossetti.
Yes, secondly.
Guesses.
Evelyn something.
Sorry? What were you thinking?
Evelyn something, is it? I don't know. Another
Come on,
very rough
Let's be
one.
quick.
No.
Pass.
Pass.
It's what? Lastly.
Blake.
Nominate Atokachita.
Blake.
Yes, it is. Now start the question. Which literary character first appeared in the 1915 novel The Voyage Out, in which she travels to Lisbon?
Green Templeton Roberts.
Clarissa Dalloway.
It is indeed. Your bonuses are 3 questions on Greek mythology. Which son of Zeus married Dione, a daughter of Atlas? One legend states he served his son Pelops to the gods at a banquet and was condemned to an unusual punishment in the underworld.
Unusual punishment.
Usual Tartarus?
Tartarus.
Is it Tartarus?
Or is it Cronus?
No, not Tartarus.
Tartarus.
No,
Let's go
yeah,
with
no,
Tartarus.
it's not. No, it's
Come
not.
on. Sisyphus.
No, it's Tantalus. Pelops was the father of Atreus, whose sons included which king of Sparta, the husband of Helen?
Paris.
No, it was Menelaus. Which great-grandson of Pelops gives his name to a trilogy of tragic plays by the ancient dramatist Aeschylus? He was the brother of Electra.
Orestes.
No, Orestes is the name we needed, sorry. 3 minutes to go. I need 2 short words here that differ by a single letter. What terms are used in anthropology for, respectively, research that is carried out from the perspective of the people or culture being studied, and that which is carried out from the perspective of the outsider? Anyone?
Darwin White.
Ethno and endo.
No. Buzz now if you're going to. No, I'll tell you. Too late. It's emic and etic. Another starter question. Mycosarcoma maydis is a pathogenic fungus or smut that grows on what staple cereal crop?
Darwin Stricken.
Rice.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. This fungus is known as huitlacoche in Mexico, where it is eaten as a delicacy.
Green Templeton Chime.
Corn.
It is called, yes. Your bonuses then, Green Templeton. 3 questions on biological families which are monotypic, that is, contain only a single species. Alone in its family and believed to be a sister group to all other flowering plants, the species Ambarella trichopoda is a small shrub endemic to Grande Terre, the largest island of which French overseas territory?
Contact. Let's go with Mayotte.
Guadeloupe, Martinique.
Come on.
Mayotte.
No, it's New Caledonia. Named due to a distinctive feature of its head, what is the common name of the ruminant Antilocapra americana, native to the western United States? Though resembling an antelope, its closest living relatives are the giraffe and the okapi.
The bison, is it?
Nominated like a cheetah.
Bison?
No, it's the pronghorn. Which species is the only member of the family Ornithorhynchidae? Along with only 4 other species, it makes up the order Monotremata.
Is it platypus, maybe?
Platypus.
It is a platypus, yes. Now start the question. What word can mean all of the following? In complex analysis, a number that helps calculate the integral of a function around a singularity. In biochemistry, any specific amino acid within a polypeptide chain. And in chemistry...
Darwin Stricken.
Residue.
It is residue. Your bonuses are on rivers in China. In the general area of the city of Guangzhou, rivers including the West and North rivers combine to form...
Nominate White.
The Pearl.
Yes, Changsha, the capital of Hunan province, is on the Xiang River. From Changsha, this river flows north to Dongting Lake, part of the flood basin of which major river?
Oh, the yellow. Yellow.
Yellow River.
No, it's the Yangtze. Taiwan, the capital of Shaanxi province, is on the Fen River. This river flows south and west to join which major river?
The Amur, maybe, or the Yangtze. No, they just had the Yangtze, so yellow. Yellow. Try the yellow.
No. The Yellow.
Yes, it is the Yellow River. Now to start the question. Since independence in 1956, heads of state of what African country have included Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, Ghaffar Mohammed el-Nimeri and Omar al-Bashir? Until 2011...
Darwin White.
Sudan.
It is Sudan. Your bonuses are on the year 1825. What was the regnal number of Charles, who in 1825 was crowned King of France at Rheims Cathedral, the last such ceremony of its kind? He was overthrown in the July Revolution of 1830.
This is 10th. Charles X.
Yes, following a contingent election, John Quincy Adams was inaugurated as the US president in 1825. How many men had served as... And at the goal, Green Templeton have 130 and Darwin have 135. Green Templeton, that is so brutal. I mean, it's a sign of how good a game it was that it came down to such a ridiculously tight margin, but I know that that doesn't really help very much. But I thought it was a magnificent game and you played very well against a team that made it as stressful as possible. So thank you so much for coming along. Darwin, I think in future you've got to try and just kind of make it slightly less stressful for yourselves. You know, if you could avoid sort of winning in the last 10 seconds of the match as a general principle, that would be a good way to go. But you did win and well done. That means we shall see you again and we look forward to it. I hope you can join us next time for another first round match. But until then, it is goodbye from Green Templeton in Oxford.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Darwin, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.